All right, we're back for another episode of Uncle Cousin. It feels like it's going beyond working title. I think it's title at this point.
We're committed.
We're
Awesome.
committed. Yeah, once you've done two episodes with the same name, and this will be the second episode. I think it locks it in. So we'll have to.
Them's the
Um,
rules. I don't make them.
exactly. Yes. Welcome. I'm Brian Ibbett. This is my cousin slash niece, really niece Rainey, and that's the whole point of the uncle cousin thing.
Slash
Technically
keep it in the
cousin, but
family.
exactly. Technically cousin, but we, niece,
Get by
uncle.
on a technicality. All right.
Exactly. Exactly. You've been in New York another week. What's a
Yes.
what's a very New York thing that happened to you this week? Actually, I want to hear about New York stories, but let's go for just the last 7 days since we last spoke. What's a very New York thing that happened to you?
I think the most New York thing that's happened so far, at least this week, was well, I've got two. I've got a rat story, of course,
Hmm.
because
A rap story?
rat.
Oh, rat story. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, little with the wormy tails. The
Yeah.
little creatures.
Sure.
I think they secretly run the city. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure the New York government is secretly run by rats,
I've
and
seen
we just
the
don't know it.
pizza rat, so I know
Yeah,
that's their leader.
and the pigeons are their intelligence agency. Sometimes you look at a pigeon and like they're very twitchy, right? Like I feel like we all picture them very twitchy,
Sure,
and
sure.
they'll look at you a little too still for a little too long, and I'm like, something's not right here.
Really? Okay, like giving you the
What do
like
you know?
yeah, that they're reporting back to the rats.
Absolutely.
They're the
Yeah.
the security web security. Okay. Tell me your rat story.
So the rat one was I was walking to a pizza place. I was going to
Hmm.
get dinner.
Hmm.
Of course, as one does
Yeah.
here. And on my Ninja Turtle shit. And I I was like walking down the street and I heard this like excessive squeaking. And
Hmm.
like mind you, like the rats don't really like to draw attention to themselves.
Sure.
Um Pizza Rat couldn't help it. There were stairs. He had a fat
He had a
slice.
giant piece
Yeah.
of pizza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna let everybody know I won the lottery
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Um, feeding my wife and 47 kids.
I'm just taking this
Um,
home to my family. Back off. Yeah.
Back off. Hey, I'm walking here. Um, and I heard this like excessive squeaking, and so I like go past, and it's between brownstones, right? So the classic like Carrie Bradshaw looking
Hmm.
neighborhood. And I see one smaller rat, definitely not small enough to be a mouse, smaller rat, I'll say. Most of the rats here are like the size of your shoe. They are hefty,
Really? It's no
big boys.
exaggeration the things that we hear about New York
No,
rats. Okay.
it's fully accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's a lot.
Wow.
And and I see this one little rat and I imagine she, who knows,
Hmm.
genderless rat, is like looking for a snack or something because she's in the downstairs like where they put their trash or like their little
Okay.
patio area that's sort of below ground. And so the first rat's there, squeaking up a storm, just having a full-blown conversation with the wall.
Hmm.
And then I turn the corner and I see this much larger rat, who now I'm realizing she must have been yelling at. Could be her husband, could be a strange man on the street. I don't know. We have similar experiences, she and I.
Sure.
And
Sure.
he launches, like, I mean, jumps 3 feet, lands right on top of her, starts trying to hump her,
Oh,
and
really?
she
Okay.
she scrumped. The scream that she scrumped was so loud.
Past
And
tense of
she
scream. Yeah.
yes, indeed. It
Yeah.
was a full rat scream. It was very high pitched, but she hit that note, girl.
Oh
She
my
hit it.
gosh.
The Broadway star. And she flipped 180 onto her back and then like Jackie Chan kicks him off her chest, turns into Bruce Lee, does two flips kicking at him, and then backs up, and then they both see me and just freeze. And then scatter back into the closet. And I was like, oh man, I wish I'd been recording. It was so good.
Fantastic.
Um,
Wow.
so that was one. And then my human New York story was
Okay.
I got on the subway at 59th, which is Columbus Circle,
Okay.
which is right at the corner of Central Park. So if you're trying to get to Central Park, 59th is
Hmm.
where you want to go because it connects to everything right there. And it's a massive station. It connects
Mhm.
to every other train in the city. It is huge. There's restaurants down there. Anyways, um, and I get on the train, I get on my little cubby. That's not what it's called. My train car.
Your car.
And
Yeah.
and I walk in and behind me, a guy gets on with a guitar. And on the other side, another guy with a different guitar. And then
Okay.
the two of them start fist fighting about who gets to perform in this train car for the next stop, which is less than a 5 minute ride.
Wow.
And I was just like, yeah, that feels right. That feels good.
Yeah,
And everyone in the seats, I mean, this car was packed. Everyone in the seats locked in. Nobody reacted. No one
sure.
looked at him. No one made eye
Oh,
contact. No one
locked in
looked at each
like,
other.
like, yeah, this
Just
happens every day kind of. Yeah.
stony
How
face.
could you not watch
Nothing going on.
two guys with guitars fist fighting?
I know. And
Yeah.
one guy was like all like leather studded out, like big burly guy, probably ready to do a bad Johnny Cash impression.
Okay.
And then the other guy, head to toe. Oh no, and now I'm realizing I don't know the official word, and the only term I know for this outfit is a drug rug.
So, uh, let me see if I
Uh,
can pull it together from context. A drug rug. So like
mhm,
Doobie Brothers looking.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Gotcha.
Precisely, that's the one. Yeah, he had the locks and everything. It was the whole look. And of
Drug
course,
rug.
like I thought he was gonna be all peace and love, and he threw
Yeah.
the first hit. So I was
Wow.
okay. You know what?
He's taking
Each
it
their
to the
own.
streets.
You
That's a
never know.
Doobie
Never let them
Brothers
know your
reference
next
right there.
move. Yeah.
Wow.
It was really good. It was a
It
good moment. Yeah.
a little disappointed that they couldn't find common ground and do a duet, a little subway car.
They hadn't rehearsed
Yeah.
and apparently
Yeah.
never taken an improv class.
Neither of them wanted to be
Yeah.
backup. Maybe you saw the
Yeah.
Gallagher brothers from Oasis. Maybe that's who that was.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? It would
Couldn't
be
it?
really funny if it was a full-on comedy skit that
Oh,
like
like that
they
they
were putting on for
planned.
class, but who knows?
The breakaway
I figured
guitars that they're smashing each other with.
exactly. They're like the props department is going to be furious. This is the third one we've smashed up this week, but it'll be fine. They'll get over it.
Do you feel that you at some point you're going to get to the point where, like the other people in the same subway car, this is just going to be another one of these. Let me read my newspaper, read my look at my phone or whatever, and not even, because I'm sure everybody else was focused on whatever they were doing, but you're watching this thing just intently, like this is the most amazing thing. How come people aren't watching this? Are you worried that you're
Um,
ever going to lose that?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think I will for two reasons.
Yeah,
One, I love shiny objects.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's very easy to capture my attention very
sure,
quickly.
sure.
And two, the stand-up comedy content is gold.
That's right. Yeah, because you this is stuff. Are you keeping like a little book of things to
Oh yeah, a little notebook, jotting
yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
down.
Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the crackheads. I gotta tell you, they say some of the most incredible things, and I'm like, oh, is it okay if I jot that? Can I take that? Thank you so
Do you mind if I
much.
use that?
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I'll
Very
see you
good.
tomorrow. Same
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Great. Um, and then there's the pigeon people are probably also one of my favorite things to
Pigeon
just
people.
observe. Yeah, they don't say a word.
Mhm.
Like they don't respond to anything. Everything they do is purely facial expressions, which is a wonderful study as an actor.
Mhm.
But they all have the same um uh oh, what is his name? He's in John Wick and also Matrix.
Um.
Fishburne.
Oh,
Lawrence
Lawrence
Fishburne.
Fishburne. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mhm. His character in John Wick, where he's like the king of the homeless people,
Yeah, yeah. That's the
I
vibe
think
of the
that's
pigeon
based on a
people.
real person. That is exactly the pigeon people. They all have the same like mauve beige toned layered clothes, no matter how hot it is outside, frazzled
Tattered.
hair,
Yeah.
and they are watching everything.
Really? Okay.
Yes, they see
So when
everything.
you describe pigeon people, I was thinking, oh, these are the people who sit in Central Park. They sit on a park bench.
Mhm.
They feed the pigeons. That
No,
sort of
they're
thing.
surrounded by them.
They're
Yes.
surrounded by them. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And
They
but
have,
the
I don't know if they're going to like the bread shops and just like collecting like leftover
the
bread at the
day
end of the day.
olds or
They
something.
always have an asinine amount of bread on them. Like I don't think I could grind up like 10 loaves and have enough. Like it is they have just grocery bags and bags
Really?
of yeah, it's crazy. And the pigeons love them.
Sure.
My favorite one is I call her Linda. and she sits at the steps outside of my school, and she frequently will have a one-legged pigeon on
Oh,
her head.
really?
Yeah, and she doesn't move to the point that like that pigeon is locked in there
The
for a hot
pigeon
minute.
thinks she's a statue, basically.
Yeah. He's like,
Ish.
"Oh no, me and Linda, we go way back."
Does Linda occasionally like give that bird some food or
Yeah, I think because I see him pecking at something in the front of her, like she has like one of those like short brimmed hats,
oh
like
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
bowler lady hats. And I always imagine it should have like a flower sticking out of the top of it, but it
Oh, for
doesn't.
sure.
I think
Yeah.
she has breadcrumbs there because every
Okay.
once in a while the one-legged pigeon will drop down onto his belly so that he can dip his head into something and then back up. And I'm like, Linda's got it
Man,
on lock. She knows what's up.
this
She's got a routine and she's set.
it's amazing to know that the that the New York that we see in TV and movies is not an exaggeration. That these things you see
Mhm.
um are just like the things that you feel like, oh, they're making that up for a New York movie, or they're making that up because they want New York to be a character in their movie. This is real stuff. This is accurate. Yeah.
They chose that content, I believe, as like extras because it's so true to the New York experience.
Sure. Makes
Like
sense.
just like and then that group of people and it's so fun because like even the like the group of old men sitting in chairs in the park
The
playing
chess
chess
players.
and chatting all day.
Yeah.
I see it everywhere. It's
Yeah.
all up and down my block. So yeah, it's very accurate. It's very accurate.
That's cool.
As
Okay.
far as like the crime and stuff, like there are definitely problems, like for
Hmm.
sure.
Hmm.
But I walk around the city at 1 a.m. No problem.
And you don't feel
I
unsafe in the areas that you're walking.
no.
Okay. Good.
No, I also, I mean, don't necessarily have survival instincts as we saw while I was growing up, but like, I think it's fine. I think it's great. I'm
Yeah.
having a
Yeah.
blast.
Who needs those?
Who needs them?
Yeah. Yeah.
They just hold you back in the end.
Tell me though, you're keeping like some sort of like pepper spray or mace or a
Yeah,
brass
yeah.
knuckles or something
Actually,
like that. Yeah.
we're not sponsored, but Birdie, if you want to sponsor us, like, feel free. I would be delighted. So there's this. I have it on my backpack. I'm not gonna hold. Well, yeah, whatever. This backpack is so heavy. I have so many. I have like 11 plays in here and all
Oh
these
wow.
books. Um, but I keep it on my backpack string.
Oh
It's
sure.
just
Yeah.
this little thing, and it's called Birdie. Ooh, what a shoulder workout! It's called Birdie, and it's like a rectangle with a little loop in the top, and it has a really bright flashlight on it, like
Okay.
blindingly bright flashlight. So if you're ever like being attacked, you just
Hmm.
yank the little U-shaped part out of the top of it, and it sets off this insanely loud alarm, like ear bleedingly loud alarm and flashing lights so you can like throw it at your attacker and then
Bolt.
catch a cab.
Yeah.
Um, and
Taxi. Yeah.
taxi. I have one of those, and then I also have my miraculous little pocket knife that has
Okay.
made it through many a airport
Hmm.
and many.
Never gotten
um,
taken by TSA. We're
no,
definitely not going
no,
to get sponsored by
or
TSA.
club security. I've literally had it in my hand at club security when they're like wanding you,
Really?
and nothing. Yeah. They took my joint in Denver, by
In
the way.
Denver? Really?
What? Yeah. That was, and I was like, girl, if you wanted to smoke, you could have just asked.
Yeah. Happily would have
Sheesh. I'll
puff
share.
past. Yeah.
I'll share. I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm hip. That's fine. But confiscating that and leaving the knife, that's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Rude.
All right, pizza. You mentioned that earlier. Best pizza you've ever had? Like is New York um home to
Yeah.
the best pizza?
Um, I RIP. I am a loyal citizen of the mellow mushroom community.
Oh, sure.
I
Yeah.
love mellow mushroom. That's because I'm a sucker for sourdough.
Hmm.
But as far as like traditional pizza goes, it's not like that niche.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
way better than I mean, I love yours. You make great
Oh yeah,
pizza.
it
Uncle
wasn't
Pizza's a 10
fishing
out
for
of 10.
compliments at all.
Love a good homemade oven baked
Well,
pizza.
sure,
Um,
sure.
but yeah, no, it's really good. I do my best not to insult the locals and dab at it with a napkin first. Um,
Oh yeah, right.
yeah, but eating it like a taco on the
Hmm.
street, and
Hmm.
it's like there's just one shop right by my school that's $3.99 for two slices and a can of soda.
Wow.
And let me tell you, as a student, desperate. It is
It's a hell of a
ah,
deal, actually.
hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And there's a lot of like delis there's just like so much pizza, but like it's beautiful. It's like beautifully made,
Mhm.
and there's always like, some really Italian looking guy in the window staring at you, being like, "You're just gonna pass my pizza up? How dare you,
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
peasant? You wouldn't know culture if it hit you in the face."
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
like, okay.
I'm not gonna like do that voice for every single person you come in contact with. Hey, hey, what about my pizza? Hey, yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's a look, and that's what sound is about to come out of them. You
Yeah.
just know. You can sense it. It's like, oh, you belong here.
Yeah.
You are of the streets. Got it.
Great.
Um, but oh, my classmates walked past Hugh Jackman yesterday,
Hmm.
and they sent like and it's so funny because we've been musical theater kids have a very mixed bag emotions about
Sure.
Mr. Jackman. And one of their favorite impressions to do at 7:30 a.m. is his vibrato from Les Mis.
Oh,
He's
sure.
like, oh, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, guys, it's too early, please. No, make it stop. Please don't. They'll just sing like Molly Percocet in
Okay.
in the key of Hugh Jackman,
Uh-huh.
um, full vibrato and everything, and it is a show.
Does
It is a
he
several lady show.
does he have a show going on Broadway right now? Is he in
I
something?
imagine so. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy's always busy.
Yeah.
I'm not closely following his career, but I will say, like, you really do just like run past celebrities all the time here.
That's
It's
cool.
pretty crazy. Um, I saw that guy from Vikings, Hennem. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Um,
Um
Pretty sure I saw him on the subway yesterday.
Charlie Hunnam, a different person.
Yes,
Charlie Hunnam.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
Charlie Hennem.
50 Shades. Haven't seen Vikings. Actually, haven't seen 50 Shades either, but
I'm also going to be really upset if that's not him because he was on the Late Show. So that's disappointing.
oh
I
yeah, that's
walked past.
probably where you get a lot of people, a lot of celebrity run-ins is
Yes,
people, right?
yes.
Going to
My
the
school is
various.
right around the corner from the studio, so there's tons of people coming and going from there. And yeah, I guess he just did a whole interview about how somebody thought he was Taron Egerton. And they like walked up to him on the street after he had a really rough taxi ride and was like, "Oh God, I really needed a compliment. Thank you so much." And the guy's like, "I loved you in Kingsman." And he is not in that film. So hopefully I didn't just do the same thing.
He is
But
not.
yeah, yeah, he was on the subway. And that's it. And that's the other thing. It's like the metro system, it's really not like a class thing. It's just the most efficient way to get around.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
if you hate traffic, it's the metro. So
I love when we've been to cities that have had a subway. I've found it yeah, like you said, it's one of the best ways to get around. We took it in Tokyo, we took it all the time in Washington DC when we were there earlier this year. It's um as long as it's safe and clean, and it doesn't even really have to be that clean. Definitely has to be safe, but
yeah.
it's so freaking efficient and you get
Yes.
anywhere,
It is a much better way to go. And it's
Yeah.
been fairly clean, like throughout, because I've been on it at 1 p.m., 1 a.m., whatever,
Mhm.
and generally it's pretty clean and consistent. There was one day I got on, and like, mind you, the metro stations, especially in the summer, are notoriously sweaty, like infamously hot and
Really? Okay.
awful.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like you go into the subways and you're stepping into the gates of hell.
yeah.
And I
Probably
see
reek
why
to high
Percy
heaven
Jackson
too.
was new.
Yeah.
Sometimes yes,
Yeah.
oftentimes yes. Yeah, very much so. And it's just hot and sweltering. And then I got into a car, and you're always expecting like that nice like breeze of air conditioning from getting inside the subway car. Wrong. Somebody had put the heat on, and it was
The
so
heat.
hot. The heat is on fire. It is. It was crazy. It was so hot. I couldn't handle it. I was like, and it was like me and this business guy with the only person like a full suit, and then I'm
Mm,
in like layers of theater clothes because I'm like, I gotta have a leotard for ballet, and then I need a sweater because it's 60 degrees in here, and then
mm.
I've got my coat because it was 55 when I got to school this morning. He and I just locked eyes and we're like, nope, and we broke the rules, the law, and
The no eye contact on the
yeah,
yeah.
and we walked between the trains. We were like, no, absolutely not. And the next car was air conditioned, so that was a nice relief. Um, But
Oh
we were
my
like, it
gosh.
was my first time walking between the cars. It was so insanely loud under there.
Oh yeah,
So loud.
sure. Sure.
But yeah, I was just like, absolutely not. I don't care how soon the next stop is. I will not endure this.
Hmm.
I shan't. I shan't. You can't make me. Um, and but that's the thing is like people just like accept like New York is such a wonderful example of radical acceptance that it's you just whatever your situation is that day,
Mm-hmm.
ride it. Ride with it. No questions asked. We show up, we do the same thing, we go home. That's it.
It's
That's the
a
plan.
right. It's like a pull up your big boy pants and just live with it kind of thing. A tougher
Strap in,
breed.
kiddo.
Yeah. A tougher breed than you get anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm like, I understand why they're like, I mean, you don't really hear them complaining either.
Mhm.
And I will say, like people are not nice, but they're kind. That's like my favorite thing about New
Hmm.
York so far.
All right, explain that.
Um,
That's an interesting.
so like they're not nice in that like they're not really gonna get out of your way, and they're not necessarily gonna open the door for you. I mean, that happens like once every like 50 doors,
Mhm,
maybe.
mhm,
Not a common occurrence. If they run into you, they're not apologizing. They don't care, right?
mhm.
But I bought a portable washer.
Okay. Portable washer, like
Because
a clothes washer? Portable.
yes, so the
Okay.
Japanese are fascinating and incredibly talented people, and they are ingenious. They come up with
Oh,
amazing things,
yeah.
like a little combo washer dryer that you can have in your tiny apartment home.
It does both, right? Like the same. I think have we talked about? Maybe we didn't talk about this here, but I think you've mentioned it to me. But it's like a little unit that actually has. Well, once you, I'll let you describe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
your
no, you're
device. You
100%
describe
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does both. You just put it in the washer and then does the washer and the dryer
Hmm.
in the same thing. And I don't know if it really uses heat because it wasn't like insane. I mean, it was pretty heavy, but it wasn't like crazy heavy, not like a full-size washer.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it had heat coils, but anyhow, that's besides the point. There are no faucets I could link it up to. There are none in the house. So I had to get rid of it. I had to send
Mm-hmm.
it back. And getting it into my Mazda
Mm-hmm.
was a challenge. Because
Sure.
it's a big box. It's like a 2x4. It's a big, heavy box. And I was like, oh, it'll be fine, except my car door is like the end of a football shaped. And so it comes to a
Oh,
point and it's not box shaped. And I don't know how I got it in there relatively easily, just like lifted up and shoved it. But then once it was in, it did not want to come out.
sure.
It
There
was
was no
it was not
turning,
budging.
no pivoting, no rearranging of this thing to get it to match up with the Tetris
No,
shape that you needed to get out.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No, there is no
It
Tetris.
lives
This
here
is
now.
this was Tetris sabotage. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. It was a violent affront against the game of Tetris. And mind you, like I just carried this giant box down several flights of stairs because the elevator was like either stuck or being used by maintenance. So I'm huffing and puffing. I'm already pretty pissed off. Now I have to walk it into the street, which my car has been sitting there with the hazards on for
Mhm.
probably longer than most people on the street would have liked of
Oh
me.
yeah, sure.
And carrying it through, and there's just like 40 people witnessing this event because there's always that many people around.
Yeah.
And I'm just like huffing and puffing. I get shoved in there. And then I realized in that moment that now I have to drive this over to a UPS store
Hmm.
and hopefully have parking in front of said UPS store because otherwise I'm lugging this multiple blocks
Oh
from
God.
my
Yeah.
parking spot. And I was like, oh no. So I'm standing there, hand on my hip. This guy behind me is just like, oh, you're pretty strong, huh? I don't have time for you, sir. Get out of here. So I get in the car. I go over to the UPS store. I see that there's a UPS truck parked in front of a bunch of the parked cars. So there's a parked cars next to the curb, and then the truck's there. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to get behind the truck
Sure.
because nobody's going to be mad about the UPS truck outside the UPS store.
They
And if
shouldn't.
he's not
Yeah.
moving, everybody's going to have
Exactly.
to go around him. I'll just
Might
slide
as well
right in
go
there.
around you too. Right. Exactly. What's an extra
Right.
few feet of if you're gonna have to go around him anyway? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I was like, you know what? You know what? This is perfect because I'm right here. I can just like slide this baby out. It's going to be easy breezy, beautiful,
Hmm.
washer return. And I get to the car, and that's when I realize, to my devastation, that my luck in having found a parking spot was all of the luck I was going to have because then the washer did not want to come out of the car. And I'm like yanking on it. I'm pulling it. It's heavy. I can't get a grip on the sides. They didn't put handles on the box. Why? I don't know.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Oh,
Yeah.
like, what do you think I just am daddy long arms over here? I can just wrap all the way around. I don't have tentacles. Come on. And so I'm like
Long story
yanking at
short,
it.
I shipped my car.
I shipped my car. Yeah, I gave them my whole car
Take
and they
it.
just sent me a
Just
cash offer for it.
just dismantle the washing machine, pull it out, and send me the car back when you're done. Yeah.
Carvana really had to diversify after bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like frustrated, hands on hips, sitting there in the middle of the street, being like, how the hell am I gonna get this out of my car? And then these two guys, and I'm not joking, in full New York Yankees gear, just
Really?
full
Uh-huh.
gear, roll down the window, put their big hairy arms on the side. They're like, "Hey, sweetheart, you need some fucking help. You look like you're having a hard time." And I was like, oh God, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're actually offering,
Yep.
that would be wonderful. And they
Yeah.
were like, yeah, sure, yeah. I hate to see someone struggling so hard. And I was like, oh no. And so he comes out and he just slides it out, throws it on his shoulder, walks it in the UPS store,
Wow.
sets it down. I was like, have a great day, honey. And then they walked out and I was like, not nice, but
But
kind.
kind. Yeah. Okay. I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. Very helpful. Very helpful. I think they just can't stand to see something going on for too long. Like they are an efficient people and they're just like,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
They
I
can
can't
tell. It's
handle
like,
this.
yeah, this is this is painful to watch. Yeah. Right.
They're in excruciating pain just witnessing this event. So here we are. So I really love that. That's great. And then also like I've noticed that like the homeless people are like part of the community, like everybody kind of knows who they are,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that they got coats and like blankets, like what they need. So there's like definitely a community sense, especially here in Harlem for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, it's like it's definitely it's a crazy dynamic, but it's very fun. I like it. It's a good time.
Nice.
Having fun so far.
That's good.
Keep
Good.
keeping that energy up.
Well, you should. All right, let's talk about school. What's something that you learned this it's like the this is the uncle part. What's something that you learned in school this week? But what is something
I
cool that
want,
you
I want
did?
your high and your low and your favorite thing that you learned.
Oh geez, yeah. Okay, good point. Yeah. That's all right. I'm still gonna ask for it, but I'm gonna, reel back
Love
and
it.
realizing how that all sounded.
Um, let's see. Let's see. No, I like it. I like it. It's a fun little trope to do. We
It
can lean
is.
into that. That's good.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that I learned this week. Oh, well, my favorite professor, Mark Nelson. First of all, what a little hunk he used to be. So first of all, he's my half birthday twin. So he's
Hmm.
September 26th and I'm March 26th.
Gotcha.
So we're
Okay.
like
Yep.
opposite ends of the year.
Hmm.
He's my little Libra counterpart. I adore him. And he so passionate about Shakespeare. I could listen to him talk about it all day. And just such an enthralling character he is. But he was in Halloween. His IMDb page is like crazy. Or I'm sorry, Friday the 13th, not
Oh,
Halloween.
really?
Yeah, and let me pull it up because like the list is very long and there's no way I could have memorized it. But his IMDb is just incredible.
Hmm.
And he was in the first cast of Angels in America.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he also, if I remember correctly, oh, look, there he is, the handsome little guy. I just love him. I just love
So the
him so
original the
much.
original Friday the 13th.
Yes, yes, he's
Okay.
one of, I believe, the camp counselors because
Oh, right there, Mark
he's,
Nelson.
yeah. Oh, and he was on Law and Order Criminal Intent.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
he's
He's got a huge list. Yeah, no kidding.
huge IMDb
A
page.
Few Good
Like,
Men, Biloxi
hmm
Blues. I wonder if these are the
The Good Wife.
wow.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suddenly
I adore
Susan for an
and
episode.
yes, 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 yes. And he just did a episode for a Pluto show. It's based in the 70s. And it was so startling because they shaved his beard for it. And then he came in without a beard and he was like, I'm so sorry that I came to class naked today.
Oh yeah,
He's
that's
like,
got to
don't
be
worry, it'll
weird.
grow back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that was his debut was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, yep. And he's
Nothing
just like,
before that. Hmm,
it's just been so fun to learn from him. He's just amazing. Um,
cool.
and I'm not gonna lie, I really struggle with Neutral Mask. That's the really like the juicy, like weird actor content is in that class. Because it's like your whole job is to put on like a blank mask. You and
Okay.
all of your classmates put on a just white blank mask.
Hmm.
And there are horrifying, sorry, Chris, horrifying paper mache skin tone masks. And thank God, whoever else is up there, that
Yeah.
none of my classmates have chosen that mask because I think I would have a physical, violent reaction to that. It's very uncanny valley. But you just wear a white mask and then you have to do everything through physical expression. You can't
Okay.
speak. You can't make any noise. You
Gotcha.
can use your breaths or kind of like
Mm,
light grunts if need be,
hmm.
like if it happens,
Hmm.
but you shouldn't be like
Don't rely on it.
communicating.
So when you say
Exactly.
like putting on a mask, I mean this is a physical mask, so
A literal
you
mask.
can't you can't get emotions across facially, so it has to be all through other physical means. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's very intense. And um that part I like and there's like so much to play with there. So far, well, he calls it the symphony, and it is trash that our professor Chris has collected and puts into a pile in the middle of the room. And then you have to do something with that trash, either individually as a group based on the prompt. Yesterday, we were toddlers,
okay.
and I was in it to the best of my abilities.
Sure.
The mask, like as a sensation, is really unsettling and uncomfortable for me.
Hmm.
And then looking up and seeing a bunch of masked people, I'm like, ooh, don't love that. Ugh, uh, um,
Okay.
and then like if you're being really physical, you're breathing into it, you can feel the condensation collecting in the
Oh,
mask.
sure. And it just heats up and yeah, right.
Ugh, hate that. It's fine. I'm having a great time, Chris, if you're listening. Anyways, I'm having so much fun. We did toddlers, and
So,
the best effect I could get was like he was like, it's nap time, and then I threw a temper tantrum.
okay.
Nailed it. I got that one on lock.
Sure. Years of practice on that one.
Years of
Yeah.
practice. Absolutely, I'm not going to sleep. Who told you I was going to sleep right now? I'm not going to sleep. I got things to do. I got rocks to climb. I got trees to get stuck in. Sir, you better
The
not.
and the props like the or props, I mean the trash you have to use as props, like, but it's not something that normally would be tied to that persona. So there weren't like a bunch of toddler toys out there. It was just like, here's some random stuff. Pretend you're a
Yeah.
toddler.
Here's some crushed up cans.
Oh, it really
Um,
was trash. Like this is
yeah,
okay.
it's like torn up paper, old magazines, an air filter, I think. Um,
Is he just bringing his trash to school and
yes,
as a
he's
way
like,
to
this is mostly my trash. I have
okay.
collected pieces of trash that I find intriguing.
Okay.
A small kettlebell, a 1 pound kettlebell. I don't even know if it's
Okay.
actually a kettlebell. It looks like a
It's
kettlebell. It's
got
got the little
the
thing on
yeah,
top.
like the thing on top. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And then I feel so bad for him because he also includes the bins that he brings the trash in.
Uh-huh.
And then my fellow students will like use them and abuse them sometimes. I'm like, don't break how he
these
carries the trash in.
these are my bins. Yeah. How else am I gonna get my
Those are his
trash
real
in?
bins. He really needs those for later for after class. Please don't break those. But yeah, and then it's just like random pieces of cloth and like we've made art pieces out of it and we made music. We all had to pick up an item and use it as an instrument. I had a whisk and a rather damaged sewing kit slash cookie container.
Okay.
I don't know what was in it before.
Well, hopefully cookies. Yeah.
Hopefully cookies.
Yeah.
Hopefully cookies.
So percussion, instant percussion instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have been fooled by many a grandmother's non-cookie cookie tin.
Oh, good point. That's
Um,
true. Yeah.
and
We
I have that trust issue now.
yeah, we had the same we had the same problem. Those beautiful metal tins with pictures of cookies on them that you open up and it's just doilies or something. You know, it's
Yeah,
yeah,
just items,
items,
things, stuffs and things.
spools of
Yeah,
thread or something.
precisely.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
not cookies.
never cookies. Almost never cookies. And now when I see those tins, I have to buy them to try to train my brain to be like, no, you can trust these tins
This one
as long
actually
as they're
does have the
not.
cookies on the outside. Yeah.
It really does. TJ Maxx is not gonna fool you. They
Oh,
have
that's a good place for
it's
those.
really the
Yeah.
cookies. And the pirouettes, I love those too. I don't know if that's what they're called. Are they called that? Yeah, I
Is
think
that
so.
the Pepperidge Farm or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the hazelnut filling in the middle.
Yeah.
So yummy.
Yeah, those
Love
are
that
good.
stuff. Yeah, good
Good.
stuff. And then um oh no, lost it. Anyways, what's your next train of thought? The next train to South Ferry will be arriving in 5 minutes, so
Hey, have
close
you
the
had to
gap.
take a ferry across the Hudson or anything, or like do any of
Oh,
that
not
stuff?
yet.
Okay.
Not yet. No, and I need to. I need to, but it's like every time I think like I've explored a good chunk of the city,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen anything
I
yet.
was gonna say you
Um,
need to go to Staten Island for that, right? And that where the
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can see the ferry that Colin Jost and who else? He went in with somebody and bought a ferry. Was it
Oh, is it Che? Is it Michael Che?
no? Who's the young kid that used to be on SNL? Lives with his mom in Staten Island.
Oh, Pete
Pete
Davidson?
Davidson. I think he and
Pete
Pete Davidson
Davidson.
maybe went in and bought a
That
ferry.
totally makes sense. That totally makes sense because they're from the same neighborhood too.
Oh, are they really?
And yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, like Colin Jost from Staten Island," and Pete's like, "What about me? Like, what? Like, why doesn't anybody care where I'm from? I'm right
Yeah.
there." Poor Pete. But I mean, he's pulling all the finest ladies in Hollywood, so can't really be mad at him for
Pete
that.
Davidson. I know.
Yeah,
I don't know how this works out.
his dazzling personality.
It is. Yeah. And something about the bags under his eyes and the constant look like he's been up all night. There's just
One thing
something
I can
about
tell you, women love raccoons. Love them.
that. Sure.
Love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obsessed.
That's a good look.
He has mad raccoon energy. It really does.
That's
Can I see him living near a dumpster fire? For sure. In
sure.
one?
Can I see
Absolutely.
causing one?
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Period. Full stop.
So it was Colin Jost, Pete Davidson, and Paul Italia bought a decommissioned Staten Island ferry, and they're being renovated. It's being renovated into a multi-use entertainment venue with bars, restaurants, and a hotel. How big are these damn ferries?
Pretty big.
It was used for
Pretty
Tommy
big.
Hilfiger's show during New York Fashion Week in September 2024. Wow.
Vibes. Clock
That's
it. We
great.
love it.
Well
Love to
done.
see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
And leave it to just a bunch of comedians to buy
A
a
ferry, a
ferry
Staten
and
Island
be
ferry.
like, it'd be hilarious if the fashion industry had to pay us to host a fashion show on a ferry.
Yeah. Right.
And it worked.
And
It
it
worked.
worked.
Look
They
at that.
totally, yeah. Hilfiger spent the money, doled out the cash.
I'm sure he was like, oh my God, brilliant, authentic, the
Yes.
culture, the
Right.
vibe, the
Right.
energy, flawless.
It's giving rustic and gross and
It's getting local, it's getting grunge. It's just they have everything. No, I'm just kidding. God, I hope I run into Bill. Oh my
Bill
God.
Hader. Oh my gosh.
Bill
Yeah.
Hader.
Yeah.
Love that man. The little box dance that he does. I play that in my head regularly when I'm zoning out of conversations with people I'm not interested in talking to.
The dude,
It's just Bill Hader.
it's funny for as much as he kept it together on SNL for the most part. Like there were a few times he'd break character, especially during the Stefan stuff. You see him on talk shows, you see him in interviews. He was part of that documentary about South Park, the 7 days
Oh
to air,
yeah.
and he laughs at everything. He basically, ant walking across a sandwich at a picnic. He's laughing his head off at it. The guy
Yeah.
laughs at anything, but able to keep it
Giggly
together.
gal, that guy.
He is, and it's amazing that he can keep it together for SNL, and then have one of the greatest dramatic performances ever in Barry, and
Absolutely.
not have a crack a smile throughout that thing. Wow.
Yeah, he's an icon. And then I loved his performance in It. I thought it was like so funny.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's right.
so hilarious.
Forgot he was in that. Yeah.
And it's like comedy horror. Oh,
Yeah.
delicious.
It's a good, perfect combination.
Oh, my favorite. I live for that. That's good stuff. We come a long way since Young Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
Yes.
Frankenstein. Rollen sich hey. I love that movie. So good.
Oh, Miss Terry Garr. Well, you're making me sad thinking about the comedic genius of Terry Garr.
Oh, so good.
Do you have a class that does that focuses on comedy, or is that coming up? Is
I
there?
do. I do. Sorry, Nancy. I love you so much, and your class is also great, but you two are in the category with Chris of classes that make me uncomfortable.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, well, because so like the class itself is so fun and it's comedy and improv and goofing around, and
Yeah,
obviously like that's right up my alley. That's
totally.
that's
Yeah. Speaks
all I
to
do
you.
all day.
Yes. Right.
Goofing.
Yeah.
No boot goofing all day, every day.
Yeah.
And but I am not a huge fan of clowns, and the class is called Clown. And it is
Oh.
clowning. And we wear noses.
Oh,
And
really? Seriously? Okay.
yes, yes. And we are all coming up with our own clown characters. And our next assignment is to bring in a hat related to the clown character that we are building, which reminds me I have to go thrift shopping as homework. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And she's like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a hat. And I'm like, well, that's wonderful, but I'm not going to come with a purse.
Right.
And
And say
I
this
don't,
purse is my hat. Yeah. No. That.
there are
Yeah.
not too many hat related items in my room, I'm now realizing.
Sure. Sure.
Um, so we're going to go shopping. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. But
Tell
it is,
me. Tell me about your clown character. Who is?
oh, my clown character. So far my clown character has been what they call a high level clown, which is like the one that like pretends to be in charge but is really an idiot, and the other
Okay.
ones are all making fun of him behind his back.
Sure.
That's been a consistent trope I've fallen into so far. Hopefully I can shake that up a little bit, but
Sure.
we shall
Yeah.
see.
This time you're just
But
gonna lean into it.
so art imitates life, no?
Yeah.
And so it's it's interesting. I originally wanted to do like a combination of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy,
Mm,
where it was like a neon trippy, like kind of horror type clown with
mm.
a botanical aspect to it.
Yeah.
Um, but alas, I don't have the 87 hours required to make that costume,
Oh.
nor do I have time before class to do the full makeup.
Oh,
So
sure.
that may be a
Sure.
project I work on privately, building that character. Super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably just gonna lean towards like a classic like Venetian clown so I can really get into
Mm,
like physicality and using my flexibility as like a part of comedy.
there you go.
Um,
They're kind of the
but
accepted clowns as opposed like in the clown world,
mhm,
they're on the least offensive end, the least disturbing, with Ronald McDonald
right.
being the other extreme. Uh
Right.
yeah.
And that
Yeah.
the oh wow, I almost said the absolute wrong word. That's not it. And it's not masticator either. It is um the emaciator. That's not it. The
No?
Terrifier. There it
Oh, the
is.
Terrifier. Yes. Well, you've just invented
That was a
like
journey.
get Bloomhouse on the phone. I think we've got three new franchises we can line up. Art
What
the
if we the
Clown.
first one for a specific group?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was crazy. That
Yeah.
was crazy work.
The
It was a journey, but we got there.
masticator.
It was the
Yes.
delayed subway train of my thought.
Sure.
It was great. Yeah. But yeah, so it's an interesting class, but it also like really forces you to like bend your extremes and like
Mhm.
how can you actually make this funny without trying? Because the more effort you put into it, the less funny that it is, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
And I'm
Has to
always
feel
kind of
natural.
approaching it from like this conversational comedy aspect. And there are a lot of other paths and approaches that I'm having to explore, which is great because it's growth and that's what I need. But yeah, Nancy's really fun. She's super funny. She used to do uh Clowns at Care, I think was the name of the troupe. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to
Hmm.
double check that. But they were basically a troupe of clowns that would go to hospitals to the pediatric section and then go do clowning for the kids there, which was really fun and cute.
That's
So
cool.
she's got a huge heart. I really like Nancy. She's really lovely and just very funny, just a very goofy older gal and just like very comfortable in herself. And she has these crazy facial expressions, like her mouth can bend into insane shapes that I
Uh-huh.
did not think were humanly possible. So, she's
So,
super fun to work
and
with.
she's not kind of locked into just kind of the traditional old slapstick vaudeville kind of that type of thing. Like she's aware of modern comedy and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that is,
comedy
she does
sensibilities.
love that. Like her
Yeah.
character was called Polka Dot, And her whole thing was that she would be singing or doing a jig, some type of dance or something, and then a piece of clothing would fall off and reveal like a polka dotted undergarment of some
Mm-hmm.
kind.
Sure.
Usually like some Mormon level modest undergarments,
Yeah. Right. Right.
but
Nothing
yeah, like you'd be
risque.
dancing and
Yes.
then exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to do polka dotted clowning burlesque for children at hospitals. That'd be crazy. Crazy work, Nancy. She's a hell of a gal, full of life. That one, a
Yeah.
firecracker. But yeah, just like polka dotted bloomers and such. And then the bloomers would fall off, and then she'd be wearing polka dotted leggings, and it was just like layers and layers of polka
Sure.
dot.
Sure.
And she's like, "Yeah, they really get a kick out of that." And then but yeah, it's a fun and very interesting class. And I have some really, really expressive classmates. Like my friend Mads is an incredible physical actor. They are really able to like embody anything. Like they chose Puck for their Shakespeare monologue,
Okay.
um, and had this super fun, funny, engaging choreography like day one on the books, which was really cool. And then there's Elle, who is extremely expressive. Her face like bends in insane ways, and she's got a really wide mouth that just opens massively, so she can do those really exaggerated frowns or
Mhm.
smiles, and her eyebrows move as much as Amelia Clark's. Just very,
Oh,
very
yeah. Yeah.
expressive.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
like doing the wave as she talks.
Yeah.
So it's really, really fun to see, especially the two of them together, doing a scene because they just have such intense, fun energy. So it's really cool. But yeah, I think that's also one of my favorite parts, is just how incredibly talented all my classmates are. Because like we're constantly like pushing each other and building and inspiring each other to do more, which is a lot of fun. It's nice to be in like company
Yeah.
and seeing what we're all going to be achieving. It's really fun. Really, really fun.
Nice. Is it all the same year folks together, or do they mix? He's a second year, she's a third year, or is it everybody pretty much at the same level?
Yeah. So for the most part, it is same years,
Hmm.
except for my group, the acting track people, because there are only six of us in the whole
Okay.
school. Yeah.
So they got to
Uh,
mix you in with everybody else. Yeah.
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 Sometimes it's like we have one class type a week, which is Beyond Shakespeare with Mark Nelson. Ew, my boy. Love Um, he teaches all of the acting track for Beyond Shakespeare, which is where we do like more modern contemporary scene study that's um at like sort of in line with that Shakespearean level. So like Chekhov. Right now we're studying Shaw, Arthur Miller, things like that. So and it's all of us first year and second years. But the age range is also pretty varied still. So like there are second years that are younger than me,
Mm.
and then there's UN. She is 36, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm 29, and then there's, everybody else that's like 18, 20, 22.
Sure.
Your traditional college ages. But yeah, we do mix a little bit, which is really fun. And yeah, it's
Get
just it's
different
just a
levels of
fascinating
experience and
position to
stuff
be
like
in.
that to play
Mhm.
off of, to learn from. Makes
Yes,
sense.
yeah, and one of the girls in the second year just turned 18. She
Okay.
was the youngest person to
Wow.
be accepted
Just
to Circle in
straight
the
out of high
Square.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, she graduated high school 2 years early at 16 and then went straight into Circle in the Square. So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Good for her.
and
Jeez.
driven. Oh my God.
She'd
So
have to be
I've
if she
never
finished high school early. Yeah.
yeah, she decided online school and then was just like, I'm just gonna speed run high school. And I love that. Good for you, girl. Go for
No
it.
kidding. Yeah.
Wrap it up. I agree. It does
Yeah.
take too long. There's
Yeah.
no reason it
Exactly.
should
Get
be
it
four
over with.
years.
Right.
Get it
Get to the
done. Get
good
them out
stuff.
there. Yeah. I'm not sure we want of some teenagers to think they're any more adults than they already do. But
Right.
if you get them
Yeah.
into college earlier, then like, then they're starting to vote 2 years into college and they're more informed about the world and independent. And I don't think there's anything wrong with building independence in our younger
No.
generation.
No,
I
definitely
think
not.
that's important.
Especially when it comes with having to work harder to get through that stuff that they want to speed run. You can't
Yeah.
just speed run high school and
No.
half-ass it. You have to you have to do the work.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she's
Yeah, and
obviously
there's
got the
lots of industries, especially the entertainment industry, that would benefit from having a lot more younger people being
sure.
fully prepared before they're in their 20s.
Mhm.
Um, just because like there's so much in this industry in particular, there's so much groundwork you have to do.
Yeah.
So the sooner you start getting that training and that development and that understanding, what does it mean to be on set? What does networking look like? How do you get an agent? How do you handle taxes and finances?
Mm.
Um, learning about like vocal health and then of course taking all the actual training to be able to do whatever it is you want to do, whether that's music or acting or art or whatever. And just having that like time to build your craft and focus on that specifically, and
Mhm.
then still get into the industry young enough that you can have a long, healthy, successful career.
And not get
Uh,
chewed up and spit out by the Hollywood machine, you know.
Right, while
Yeah.
you're still resilient and your
Yeah.
back doesn't hurt. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like starting after 35 is like, oh, Ewan, my God, what an angel she is. But it's just there, like I wouldn't want to start learning combat and how to roll effectively on a mask with a bunch of 18-year-olds at 40.
Yeah, of
I don't want
course.
that's I'd
Of
be
course.
picking a different career path at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Um, However, I did create and a very effective. I don't know if any of our listeners struggle with arthritis, but I have the solution for you,
Oh,
and it
good. Let's
is
hear it.
cheap. So I've been very sore, very sore. My joints, especially ballet,
Mhm. Mm.
that's a
Sure.
different animal.
Sure.
That's that's rough. Okay. And my hips have never been in that position for that long ever. And it is taken its toll. In a great way. I'm building strength, but ow. And so I have this little jar and I made this remedy. It's an indigenous remedy. I want to say Navajo.
Hmm.
So sorry if it's not just Navajo or this is like common in indigenous communities. But you get a avocado pit, you chop it up, you put it in water and rubbing alcohol. And then you can either spray it on or just use a pad. And I'm talking 30 seconds or less, pain gone,
Really?
gone.
Wow.
Yeah. And it doesn't come back. It's not like, oh, it wears off
Yeah,
and
like
then you're
temporary
like in
thing.
pain, you have to reapply. Like I was not able to stand on my right ankle at all in either my jazz or my ballet
Classes.
classes,
Yeah.
classes on Tuesday. But then I put that on and I was fine to go again by Wednesday. It's easy peasy. And it like it'll change color. It gets pretty dark brown.
Yeah.
Which and then the darker it is, the like stronger it is, which is great.
Oh, cool.
But that's
Okay.
it. It costs less than $5 to make, and it's
And it's
amazing.
you're already getting the avocado for the, avocado toast or guacamole or whatever. Now you're using the
Exactly.
pit too.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Oftentimes,
Okay.
I'm just getting an avocado, cutting it in half, putting salt on it, and just eating that. I'm
Oh, that
not.
sounds good. Yeah.
It is very yummy.
Yeah.
It's very
Just scoop it out.
yeah. I'm like, who needs cup of noodles when I
Right.
got an
Who needs a
avocado with
piece of
salt?
toast? Even.
Save
That's
it for the
awesome.
pigeon. Give it to Linda. She'll handle
Excellent.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Good
Well, it
stuff.
feels like a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Therapy session number 2.
Woo! We
No,
love
very
it, the
cool.
vibe. So you take my insurance, right? Or have you
Yeah,
gotten in
yeah,
touch with
yeah.
my
Oh, yeah. No, I've already gotten it's already billed. There's part of it that's not covered, but yeah, I've even got your light. Actually,
fantastic.
you can see this vertical line right back here. Oops, nope. That way. Nope. Anyway, that
Right.
vertical line you can see to the left of the this is one thing I can't do is like twist and point and look at a
Point
mirror.
at
It's not
something.
I'm not even
Yeah.
looking at a mirror image. I'm looking at um a flipped mirror image. So Tempest is spelled correctly. So it's like it's completely weird.
Oh.
Anyway, there's your light. So
Remind me not to wear shirts with words on them because I will not realize that everything's backwards then. Because
yes,
this is, oh,
exactly.
it is mirrored.
It
Oh,
is mirrored.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see.
good luck with that. Because once I try to do that, I get
Yeah,
confused.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why I don't have my
That'll
camera
be
flipped. And I'm like, whatever.
that's a whole new class, by the way, doing that mirror thing where you and your partner on either sides of uh
Yes,
a
yes, we've
missing
done that
mirror.
in clowning, yeah. And like half of my class is dancers,
Uh-huh.
and so they were like putting like their legs up in crazy places and holding them. And I was like,
Yeah, ain't happening here. Yeah. Thanks for not picking me as a
honey,
partner.
you're gonna have to give me a minute. We need to warm up first, okay? That's
Oh,
crazy.
jeez.
Yeah,
All
super fun. But
right.
this is always delightful. Thank you
Yeah,
so much as
my
always,
pleasure. And
and I will see
we'll
you again next week.
talk to you next week. All right, see you, Ray.
Bye.
Bye.